Hey everyone, welcome back to 996. The Howl. Utah wins 6-5 in overtime in Madison Square Garden for the home opener for the Rangers 2 years in a row. This team is in the home opener at MSG. It's unbelievable why the Rangers choose these teams instead of a divisional rival. But albeit such a great game, this was an unbelievable game. So early in the season, just reminds you why you love hockey and where it's been the past 6 months. Let's get into this game. I know everyone's excited. Utah's 3-0 undefeated to start the season. I can't even remember the last time cheering for this franchise team, whatever. It's been up 3-0 to start the season. But in the game, early, McBain to Gunther, a great shot saved. Another great 5 minutes by Utah in a home opener as a visiting team, just playing with possession, not letting the other team ride that emotion, quieting the team and the crowd down, stifling the emotion, if you will. And Utah scores the first goal about 5 minutes in. Barrett Hayden, his third goal of the season. Remember a couple of videos ago, I said it took him like 29 games to score his first goal 2 years ago. Well, he's already got three. Such a confident skill move and a great pass by Keller. Great vision to just find Hayden all alone. The Rangers' defensive format just leaves so much space for Hayden where he could dangle right in front of Shesterkin to roof it and make it 1-0. Utah had the majority of possession and puck control in this first period. You can tell two different styles of coaching between these two teams in the first period. Utah was cycling the puck, having possession, which is rare for this team to outpossess the opposition, but the Rangers were getting their chances off rushes, just coming into the zone with speed and sniping shots, trying to snipe shots onto Ingram. There was a 2-0 for the Rangers middle of the first period, but wonderfully broken up by Dursey with a nice stick lift. And then the Rangers scored to tie the game 1-1. It was Panarin. It seemed very harmless, the play, but I guess Kolyachonok was sort of screening Ingram. It was a high shot. It was a shot from the high slot where Panarin gets the puck through the legs of the defenseman. So maybe Ingram was caught a bit off guard because it was a pretty far away shot. But albeit the Rangers tie at 1-1. Shesterkin had a great save on Gunther in tight. Gunther going to the net and Shesterkin sprawling save on the ground. Ingram duels with Shesterkin with his own stretched leg save late in the first period. But you can tell later in the first period the Rangers were getting pressure and getting that momentum being the home team. But we go into the second period tied 1-1 and we don't leave the second period tied 1-1. There's 7 goals in this second period. The first period, the Rangers outshot Utah 8-6. I thought it was pretty even and was perfectly okay with the period Utah played. We go into the second period early. 2 minutes in, McBain scores his first of the season. A bit of a scramble in front of the net. McBain's at the side, sort of behind the net, and tucks it in, assisted by Kolyachonok. And Cooley quietly just collecting points, even though he's not scoring. I believe that's his 5th point of the season. I'm pretty sure in those 3 games. Utah gets into some penalty trouble, and it's tied 2-2. Panarin again walks in from the boards and snipes it past Ingram. And then it seems like the Rangers make it 3-2, but it's immediately waved off for goaltender interference. And already so early in the season, in back-to-back games, we have goaltender interference controversies. If you're a new hockey fan just following the NHL for the first time because Utah as a team, you're probably scratching your head. Why did the Duclair goal in the Islanders game get allowed, and why did this goal get disallowed? No one knows. Both of them should have been disallowed. If a skate is in the crease and you make contact with the goalie, it should be no goal. That happened in the Islanders game with Duclair, but they for some reason decided to call it a go. So it gets waved off. Rangers players were a bit upset. The crowd was a bit upset. And maybe this was the precursor as to why there was Bedlam in New York, and the emotions erupted soon after. There was a power play for Utah, which was immediately nullified because Ingram goes and hugs a Rangers player behind the net for whatever reason. On that 4-on-4, Utah makes it 3-2 with a Keller goal assisted by Kerfoot. Kerfoot all alone on the 4-on-4, just adds offensive zone pressure. The whole Utah unit is going for a change. Mostly the Ranger forwards are going for a change. It's two Rangers defensemen with the puck behind the net, and just Kerfoot's there applying pressure all alone, manages to get the puck and finds an open Keller who snipes it and scores to make it 3-2. Utah quickly makes it 4-2. Stenlund's first goal this season, assisted by Michelli. Still scratching my head as to why Michelli's on the fourth line with Stellund and Carconi, and Doan's up on the third line with Krause and Kerfoot. Not saying Doan doesn't deserve to be there, but I'm not sure what Michelli is doing wrong to get fourth line minutes. Maybe he's unhappy. He's a magician. He's a playmaker. That fourth line role, I don't know, doesn't really mesh well with me. But again, 3-0 on the season, so whatever works, it's working. So it's 4-2 Utah. It's quickly nullified by a goal by the Rangers, which was a very lucky. And again, in back-to-back games, the puck takes a crazy bounce off the boards on a dump-in and goes right into the slot in the Islanders game. In the New York Rangers game, the puck hits the boards and just goes into the net on its own while Ingram is trying to anticipate the puck going behind the net to play the puck, to maintain possession and create a play. So maybe moving forward, because it's happened 2 games in a row, Ingram should stay in his net when the opposing team dumps it in and just make sure that the puck is going to go behind the net and not carry them off the boards and go right into the net or in front of the net. So that makes it 4-3. And then the Bedlam erupts. There's 2 fights. McBain has his own fight along with Kesselring having his own fight. It was just a crazy game. I'm sure the fans at MSG had a wonderful time. This was worth the money. I'm sure the tickets were like $250 or something like that. But a great, Utah could do everything. They can score skilled goals like Hayden's first goal. And we'll get to the overtime goal as Keller, which was skilled. They could fight, they could hit, they could be in your face, they could do everything. And they're just only going to get better. And they got great goaltending in Ingram. So after the 2 fights, Utah goes on the power play. It turns into a 5-on-3. And this whole 5-on-3, I was purposely paying attention to Gunther, and Matt McConnell as well was like, keep an eye on Gunther. And the whole time, Keller, Schmaltz, Sergachev, they're all trying to find a great seam pass to Gunther, and it wasn't there for most of the power play because a 5-on-3 expires. Now it's on a 5-on-4, and finally near the end of the 5-on-4, Schmaltz finds Gunther, who rips it for his league-leading 5th goal of the season. But unfortunately, near the end of the 3rd period, the Rangers break the 2-goal lead into a 1-goal lead to make it 5-4 going into the 3rd period. There was 7 goals in that 2nd period. Rangers outshot Utah 11-10. Again, I thought it was an even game through 2 periods. Obviously, in the 3rd period, Utah changed sort of their strategy. They decided to defend the lead a lot, and New York was playing with a lot of desperation. They basically controlled the whole 3rd period. Utah had a great penalty kill in the beginning of that 3rd period, but the Rangers outshoot Utah 14-8 in the 3rd, and they finally get their goal sort of after the halfway point of the 3rd period, 5-5. Fox scores. At this point, the shots were 11-5 Rangers. In the 3rd period, overall in the game, it was 30-21 when they tied it up 5-5. Utah had a late power play and they couldn't convert. So we go into overtime where there's a Doan to Michelli 2-on-1. Incredible save by Shesterkin. I thought for sure they would score here. And then on the next shift, it's Keller scoring an unassisted goal. This goal is unbelievable. Keller's behind the net with the puck. He comes around the net, notices that there's no Ranger player pressuring him. So he has a quick awareness, like literally a split second, where Keller's like, I could just take this puck to the net and just dangle Shesterkin forehand, backhand, and there's going to be a huge open space over the goalie's shoulder. And he makes that decision so quickly. He has a confidence to make that play and put the puck in the exact spot where he wants to so quickly. The Rangers kind of fumbled that defensive play, just letting Keller come from behind the net all alone and just let him do what he wants to the goalie. You rarely see that in the NHL, but an unbelievable goal by Keller to win it 6-5. The shots 34 to 26 in favor of the Rangers. Again, Utah, very low shots on goal, but they're scoring like 5-6 goals a game. So again, I'm not going to complain. They're going for efficiency here more than quantity. Power play 1 for 4. Could have been a bit better there, but again, one of the power plays was shortly ended due to Ingram's penalty like 10 seconds in, so it counts as a power play even though it wasn't a full 2 minutes. PK 2 for 3, not bad against a cup contending team, and faceoff should have been better. It was at 43%. They got the Devils Monday and then a home opener in Anaheim on Wednesday to close out this 4-game road trip. I can't complain about anything. This is unbelievable. It seems like this team has confidence. They're gelling. They think they could win every game. They're in every game. Maybe a little bit relying on Ingram and the goaltending, but hopefully they get better and improve as the season goes on to not rely on goaltending so much. But again, you need goaltending to win, and Connor Ingram is standing tall for this team. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.